Welcome back to Rider SJH, the channel where we don't just talk about motorcycles, we talk about the stories, the legacy, and the machines that actually shape real life. And today, what you're about to hear is not a normal bike review. This is something deeper, something timeless. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Rider SJH, hit that like button, and turn on the bell notification, because on this channel, we don't chase hype, we chase truth on two wheels. Now let me ask you something. What if I told you that the most successful two-wheeled machine in human history is not fast, not aggressive, and not loud? What if I told you that this motorcycle doesn't care about trends, doesn't chase social media attention, and doesn't compete with anyone? It simply exists, and everything else eventually disappears. This is not a superbike. This is not a race machine. This is not a status symbol. This is the Honda Super Cub 2026, and this is the story of a motorcycle that refuses to die. In a world where motorcycles are becoming heavier, more complicated, and more expensive, Honda did something very few companies have the courage to do. They stayed calm, they stayed disciplined, and they stayed loyal to an idea that was born more than 60 years ago. The Super Cub was never built to excite you for 5 minutes. It was built to support you for a lifetime, and that is exactly why it became legendary. Back in 1958, when Honda first introduced the Super Cub, motorcycles were intimidating machines. Loud engines, heavy clutches, and aggressive designs scared ordinary people away. Honda wanted a motorcycle that anyone could ride. A bike for students, shopkeepers, delivery riders, farmers, and families. A bike that didn't demand skill, but offered confidence. The result was simple, almost innocent. A step-through frame, a small, efficient engine, a design that felt friendly instead of threatening. People laughed at it, but history didn't. Year after year, decade after decade, the Honda Super Cub crossed borders, cultures, and generations. It became a daily companion for millions of people around the world. While other motorcycles came and went, chasing power and fashion, the Super Cub stayed, quietly, reliably, relentlessly. And now, in 2026, Honda brings the Super Cub forward once again, not as a revolution, but as a refinement. The Honda Super Cub 2026 does not scream for attention, it whispers confidence. Honda understands that Super Cub riders are not looking to impress strangers, they are looking for peace of mind. They want a machine that starts every morning, runs without drama, and keeps going no matter how tough life gets. At the heart of the 2026 Super Cub is a refined single-cylinder engine that focuses on smoothness, efficiency, and durability. This engine is not designed for spec sheets. It is designed for real roads, real traffic, and real years of use. It feels calm, predictable, and forgiving. It doesn't fight the rider, it supports the rider. Fuel efficiency remains one of the Super Cub's greatest strengths. In a time where fuel prices rise and fall without warning, the Super Cub almost feels like a solution from the future by being perfected in the past. One tank lasts longer than expected. Every drop of fuel feels respected. The semi-automatic transmission continues to be one of the smartest choices Honda ever made. No clutch lever, no stress, just smooth gear changes that allow beginners to learn with confidence and experienced riders to relax completely. Riding feels natural, effortless, human. The design of the Honda Super Cub 2026 is a tribute to its soul. The round headlamp, the flowing body lines, the iconic silhouette, nothing feels forced. Honda knows that the Super Cub is not just a motorcycle, it is memory, it is emotion, it is identity. Modern touches quietly bring it into 2026. Better lighting, improved materials, refined details. Everything feels more premium, but nothing feels lost. It still looks like a Super Cub, and that is exactly the point. The riding position is upright, relaxed, and comfortable. This is a motorcycle that respects your body and your time. Traffic feels easier, long rides feel lighter, Bad roads feel less aggressive. The suspension absorbs everyday reality without complaint. What truly separates the Honda Super Cub from every other motorcycle is not numbers, features, or technology. It is philosophy. This bike is built for people that depend on it. For many riders around the world, a motorcycle is not a hobby, it is survival. It is income. It is responsibility. Honda understands that deeply. That is why reliability is not optional here. It is the foundation. Super Cubs from decades ago are still running today with basic maintenance, oil changes, chain care, simple respect. No complicated systems, no unnecessary stress, just honesty in mechanical form. And that is why, even in 2026, the Super Cub still matters. It reminds us that progress is not always about adding more power, more screens, or more complexity. Sometimes progress is about protecting what already works. The Honda Super Cub 2026 is not trying to be the future. It is proving that the future can be simple. And if you understand this motorcycle, you understand something deeper about riding itself, that freedom doesn't have to be loud, that reliability is more powerful than speed, and that true legends don't fade, they evolve quietly. If you enjoyed this kind of deep, story-driven motorcycle content, subscribe to Rider SJH, like this video, and share it with someone who truly understands bikes beyond horsepower. Because here on Rider SJH, we don't just ride motorcycles, we respect them. And legends like the Super Cub, they don't need to shout, they just keep moving.